Hey now, it's Melanated Voices. I'm Nell, the creator, and we're going to start by introducing the panel.
I'm Chef Coco.
I'm Yashie.
Queen Z.
Deshaun Russell Beauty.
Today we're discussing homosexuality in the Black community.
Yeah.
So I'll start off with a question. What is homosexuality? That was a dumbass question.
I know what that definition is.
I don't have the answer.
I have an answer to that.
Oh, you have an answer?
Okay.
Homosexuality is nobody's business.
Talk that talk. Okay.
Oh, that wasn't a dumbass question because that was a great answer.
No question is a dumb question.
That's
That
how
was
I
a
see it.
great answer. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I have a better question.
Yeah.
Are you really born homosexual?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Heavy on the yes. I can show you a baby picture of me with my hat backwards, holding an LL Cool J magazine at the age of 3.
Really?
With Aladdin playing in the background. I've never looked at a man and said, I want to have sex with him. I look at them and go, I want to buy his sperm, or he is so beautiful. And even the men that I find beautiful are like Jason Momoa, long hair, they have feminine traits.
Yep.
So I don't like masculine, burly men where I feel like they're going to pick me up or palm my head or do something weird. So I'm just saying, I believe that is yes, but I also believe homosexuality can be influenced and repercussion of a traumatic event. So it depends.
Me personally, I think yes, I also agree with you. I feel like I was born a gay man and whatever, because even though that my mother and my father try to heavily influence me into heterosexuality, I still played with Barbie dolls. I still played the girl characters on every video game that I had. I still bought ballerina. I bought ballerina slippers one time. I couldn't fit them, but I bought them.
You got it.
And so I was heavily influenced by the very feminine side of me. So, and I've always like, been around the girls. I've always had fun with the girls. Like every female that I had was always my friend.
Yeah.
Y'all past life was who y'all are.
Period.
That's what people don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in that heavy, like we go through that. That's why I said when people be judging people about who they are, you don't know. Somewhere in their past lives, I'm big on the reincarnation thing.
Right.
Okay.
You probably was a man.
Yeah.
You're sent back into this world as a female to learn some of the lessons as being a homosexual person. Some things that you probably would never learn if you was in here as a masculine male, because it was still you learn both sides to it, to me. And the same thing with you learn both sides to a male and a female, but it's a lesson that y'all both came here to learn, and y'all are who y'all are.
Mm-hmm.
So when you did say that about being born homosexual, I believe that is true.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
Are you guys offended that homosexuality seems to be a fad now? Like what's in instead of a lifestyle?
You can go first.
Thank you. I'm not offended by it, but I do feel like it's being over exaggerated in our community. I understand that, this is our movement. This is our, this is our community that we're being represented finally in other communities and everything like that. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like there are some ways where some things everybody shouldn't really know about, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody should know, oh yeah, I'm fucking it. You know, like, and I don't mean to, I'm not trying to offend.
Do that.
Yeah, but to piggyback off his answer, I believe the current state of homosexuality is a mockery in a sense. As they make it to be a tool of, I'm gay and I'm proud and I'm right because I'm gay, when there are major worldly issues that are going on around us. He would get killed for being black quicker than he would get killed for being gay.
Absolutely.
Literally. You get what I'm saying? I would get killed for being black quicker than I would being gay. So I feel like, it's cool to the younger generation because we have social media. You feel me? You could catch a link and do something crazy by your phone. Like, literally. So I think it's just, we are in a sexually driven time, provocative time, and overall, I would say it's a mockery because being a part of the LGBT committee, or the alphabet mafia as they now call it.
Yeah, the alphabet community.
It's literally a gang where if I go to a restaurant and somebody says the wrong thing to me, my first defense wouldn't be, oh, he said it because I'm black. It's because I'm gay. We take that stance on you're attacking me because I'm homosexual. And I kind of just feel like, I don't want to say it makes me ashamed to be gay, but I try my best to blend in now because I don't want the first thing somebody to see is, oh, she's gay, so I know I need to kitty glove what I say around her and with her.
Same here. And let me piggyback on that too, because not only that it comes from like, you know, other people, like, you know, random people, but it also comes from family too.
Oh, heavy on it.
Let's be real with that, because it's just like when I'll tell you the story.
Go ahead.
Like when I was going down to Virginia with my family and whatever, it was for our family reunion. Everybody was invited to this bar, and I was invited too, because, you know, hey, I want to hang out with my people, my family and whatever. That's what I was down there for to do. So I went down there, we all had drinks, we had a good time. After the bar ended, they decided they wanted to go back to the hotel and smoke their weed and whatever. So I said, you know what, let me tag along with them and, you know, chill with them or whatever. I'm not going to smoke with y'all, but I'll chill with y'all, I'll be around. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I might get a contact high. Who knows?
I do.
But they're telling me, oh, Deshaun, you don't do what we do, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 Zay Squad. I'm like, it doesn't matter if I don't do what y'all do. I just want to be around y'all.
Time.
Yeah.
This is quality time.
This
is what family do. We hang out with each other. We love each other. But y'all literally shunning me away like I'm some little ass kid. And then I'm getting lectured by my cousin. Then I'm getting lectured. Then my cousin's telling me, oh, Deshaun, we just don't do what you do. And I'm like, what do I do that y'all don't do? That doesn't make any sense. Y'all literally shouldn't be away because I am a homosexual man.
Instead of shying away from, they kept beating around the bush.
Exactly. Just come out with it. Like, don't give me no excuse on what I don't do and what I do. You know what I'm saying? What I do is none of your goddamn business. So at the end of the day, it's
they do the nastiest things too.
What is really the difference, though? I mean, honestly, sex is sex. You just have sex with a different partner.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not understanding.
I blame us for half of this reason, only because you ever met. All right, I'll use me for example. You ever met a gay girl where you feel like she's looking at you, or like where people sexuality speak larger than them? So for example, like let's say if I come in the room with you and I'm talking like, yeah, girl, this out of 30, you feel we talking about getting our body done, like we having girl talk. Yeah. There's some gay girls who will come in here like, damn, Chanel, you feel me? They're looking at you like every girl. So a lot of people have this stigma because, and that's why if you look at straight men, they think all gay guys want them.
Yes, they do. They do. A lot of straight men do that.
Because think about it now. Think about the super flamboyant gay, but yes, he is fine. Yes, bitch, I know you ain't gay, but I can have you. You get what I'm saying? Where I hate, in short, is people just throwing their sexualities in other people's faces. If you're gay, if you're gay, you can be gay and be chill. Like, you feel me? You should be able to go into a room and find a common thread with anybody. Your sexuality
does not have to be the
exactly. And that's the reason why I just wanted to hang out. Yeah. I'm not here to act all flamboyant like, yes, girl, like you better do that. I know how to act around my family. I know how to turn it off and I know how to turn it on. Yeah. If I'm around my girls, I'm gonna turn it on and be like, yes, queen. But if I'm around my family, like, hey, what's going on? How y'all doing?
It's like you knowing what place to turn up and what place not to.
There's a place and time to be who you are. Yeah. And I just feel like family don't understand that.
Okay, another question. Let's go back to where Yash was saying that you're born, some people are born in homosexuality, and some people, because of traumatic experiences or influences, become homosexual. Let's talk about that a little bit. Yeah. I feel I know someone personally, I never say names on this place, but I know someone personally who was molested when they were younger, and now they fight with that, and they are actually DLs. I remember when DLs came and it was like a big thing. Now it's kind of like overshadowed because it seems like everyone's gay. They try to say it, but there was a time where DLs was big. Like, these men were hiding that they were gay, and you know, it was because of a traumatic experience that they did turn that way. And actually, they weren't even fully gay; they were bisexual. And we're going to talk about that too, because people were like, well, that's still gay. And I feel like a bisexual is a bisexual, and a gay person, it's gay, but it's like, I don't know. I just think it's a difference.
I think a bisexual person is an
Please. Okay, so let's talk about the traumatic experience first.
I can say for the traumatic experience, you know, fortunately, I didn't have a traumatic experience where someone violated me and I didn't feel comfortable. However, I do know a lot of females who were violated and they never felt comfortable with men. And that's the reason why
were they violated by a woman or
they were violated by a male. Whether it be like a uncle or stepdad or something like that, and they never felt safe with men. So that's why I use traumatic experience as a reference. But then at the end of the day, that's just a reaction to a call. So that's why they usually resort back to being with males.
I have seen ping pongs.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Because we don't know, everybody's experience is different, and we don't know what happens when somebody feels violated. Sometimes people have an outer body experience, and sometimes people actually live in a moment. So I feel like it's just the reaction, and sometimes people do hide behind homosexuality. So if a guy tries to tell them, "Oh, I like girls," or you get what I'm saying, something along the lines,
or being in an abusive relationship with a male, then all of a sudden
they feel like a woman to treat them better.
Right.
So that's
sometimes
where I
a
say
whoop your ass more than the male.
Yeah.
Because they feel like they can.
You ain't lying.
I'm so crazy. Let's get down to it. So in short, that's why I said my stance is you are either born or a traumatic experience occurred, but you had more of that.
Well, on the other hand, let me just say this with the utmost confidence. Like, I've already been through a lot, like, in my life, but I was handled in a bad way when I was younger. And it's kind of hard for me to talk about it, but I'm trying to, like, up my confidence a little bit, just to be strong about it, because it was a long time ago. And, I was molested. And I haven't talked about it with anybody. So this is the first that I'm actually being honest with everybody today. I had never said this. I never told my mother.
Oh, wow.
That I was 8 years old and my cousin did things to me.
Can I ask if it was a male or a female?
It was a male.
Okay.
But at the same time, I will say this though. What happened to me in my past did not alter my future.
Okay, that's fair.
So you feel like when you were born, like that.
I felt like I was born.
Okay.
But
you
I
feel
just
like
got
took
caught.
advantage after the fact
because he probably seen something in you earlier.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Before you knew what it was. Was he older than you?
Yes, he was.
Oh, so
which we was talking about that, about the adults
and mind you,
mentoring kids and doing wild shit.
And mind you, it happened multiple times. It's not easy talking about certain things like this because in the black family,
don't ask, don't tell, don't.
So how long like the army?
It went on for a while, a good while. Like I can't really put a date on it, but it went on for a while, and then I haven't seen him after that and whatever. But I'll be honest with you, as soon as this, because I think he was in jail, he got out of jail, and I brought him to my room and I talked to him about it. I said, "Do you remember what you did to me a long time ago?" He said, "No, I don't remember what I did to you." And I'm like, "You made me do these things to you." And this and the third. He said, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Was he high, drunk?
Neither of the sort.
So he know what he's doing.
Yeah, he's
just trying to sidestep responsibility.
He's deflecting.
Well, I hope that was healing for you to be able to confront him.
It was because I confronted him on my own. I didn't. No one told me to do it. No one asked me to do it. I did it because I needed that time to.
And that's powerful.
Yeah. So.
Very.
But like I said, like my homosexuality does not define me getting molested. I hate using that word. So
I get it. Taken advantage of.
Yeah. That's better. Wow. Okay.
I know several people that's happened to. That I don't know if they realized they were gay before they were molested, but I know 2 young men that happened to, and it really just led to a lot of confusion.
Definitely. The confusion is the worst.
One young man, he was heavy into church, and someone in the church did it to him.
Oh, it's big deal.
It's very
someone in the
common
church
in the
did
church.
it to him, and it was hard because he loved God and he was a devout Christian, but Christianity is not accepting of homosexuality at all. So it was a really, really tough choice for him. And the fact that it happened at church, he was just very, very torn about it. And then another young man, it was his stepfather. And he got put into foster care. Wow. And to this day, it's like sometimes he's representing himself as a man, and other times he's representing himself as a woman. It's just, like a lot of confusion. But again, it was the same thing. His mother was a devout Christian, and the stepfather never got held accountable for any of that stuff.
Homosexuality in church.
Okay, no, I'm gonna let you finish, and then I got something to say.
Okay. My mom, I think my mom was born gay. I don't know. Mommy, was you born gay? But I think my mom was born gay, right? Because she had little girlfriends, like, after I was born. I remember girls, right? And then she would be a woman. And then there'd be another girlfriend. And then she'd be in church with bras. And then the bronze would come off. And I'd be like, which one is it? But it was the church that was making her so confused because she loved God so much. And she just wanted to live right according to what the church people were telling her. Until she got to the point where she learned about mercy and grace. And she realized that she has grace from God. And that, you know, she prays like, Lord, you know, I love you, but this is who I am. Exactly. And now she is so happy and free, and she got a fine ass wife. I got a fine ass mom. Like, I got a mommy and I got a mom.
Nah, they both
so
fine.
cool. It's so cool.
All I can say is that God didn't have like
a distinct way of making
a distinct way for how you supposed to look when you go to church. He didn't have that. God said, "Come as you are."
In reality, I'm not religious at all. Like at all, just because there is like I would drive myself crazy. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like they said, God created you in His image. He knew what He was making before you were made. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if He died for our sins, if according to Him, this is the sin, this is what you died for. Not saying that it's okay or bad, but at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason, and people are the way they are for a reason. So only thing that counts is at the end of the day, I feel like as long as you live fair, just, and you treat people right, and you have a good heart and a moral compass above anything, you shouldn't care how you be judged on this earth, because when you're gone, that's all that
matters.
Exactly.
And y'all church people need to stop being so judgmental. Seriously. Y'all need to stop being so judgmental, because you guys are the reason why there's children that feel like they can't come out and they become suicidal. They're depressed. And then you guys run around touching each other too. There's a lot of stuff going on in church houses. There's a lot of people in the back seat going on in church houses that they do not talk about because the church makes them feel ashamed. Like, come on now.
But you got to think about it. Is people love to throw stones to
yes,
because it's something about themselves they don't want to look at that.
They throw stones and then they try to hide their hands.
Often people target those who they see themselves in. So
yes,
let's say if you see somebody and they're like, oh man, they could be living life that you want to live.
Yes,
and that's something that I learned is like I came out early. I came out at like 12.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying? And a lot of my family.
Wait, I'm sorry, you came out at 12 years old?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I came out at 16.
Yeah, I told my mom. Well, I remember was walking up the steps. I lived on 58 Division. I was like, "Mom, I like girls. I got a girlfriend. That's it." What, bro? When I dropped them groceries, I hit the plate. So my mom is a super feminine woman. I mean, to the T. Like, her nickname is Kitty. Like, she is a woman's woman. Chanel No. 5. Like, pearls. My mom's a woman.
Meow.
Yeah. So for her, and when I first came out, I was like, that's when Ed Hardy was also had like mad Ed Hardy fitteds, Timberlands. I was like a thug. You feel me? I joined the gang. I was trying to do everything for real. Wow. Heavy on it. Everything. Notice these tattoos. Everything as masculine as possible, because I didn't know how to be gay and a woman. Because I associated everything with being a woman to being soft, to being feminine. And I just feel like overall, once people come into who they are, that's all that counts. Because now I think I am the most feminine I've ever been in my life.
Yes.
Literally. And I'm super comfortable with it now, because it's like, this is who I am, you know? Yeah. And I've always had that attitude, but I was putting on a tough guy image to protect myself from anything to ever occur. But then as I got older, I was like, hey, nobody's really bothering me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've received more criticism from being black than I ever did being gay. Like, I got called a sand N-word. And I'm like, I'm not even like Arabic. I'm just
sand?
A sand
nigga.
Yeah, sand nigga.
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm light skinned. You called me, like, that was the most racist thing.
Ain't that racist?
Yeah, you know, it's like, bro, I didn't even know how to take that. I was just like,
I'd have been a little confused.
Yeah, I was just like, wow.
Like, should I be more mad if they call me sand?
Or the N-word? Like, I can't even,
you wouldn't even understand. Like, you know
what I'm saying? So, and you know, or, okay, and then a guy of a certain ethnicity said I was a waste of titties. And I was just like, a waste of titties? Ain't that mean? But even then,
as a gay man, like, I love titties.
He had on his little netted wife beater. He was like confident as fuck when he said that to me.
I would have said, turn your gay ass
no, I was just like, I told my wife, I was like, babe, he just said I'm a waste of titties. She was like, I like her titties. I was like,
exactly. But who is he to say that? Do you outside with a netted damn laundry bag? What the hell?
You know, so overall though, it's just as long as
I cannot.
I forgot what I was talking about. It don't even matter. Go ahead.
So what was you saying about the homosexuality in the church? You said
No, I think it's just very hidden and undercover and swept under the rug. And being a Christian woman, I've noticed that a lot of the dating requirements that some Christian women have, to me, basically they're looking for men that are on the DL.
Yes.
No, you is not lying.
They're looking for men that are on the DL.
They are dating the guys that's on the DL.
How though? Like,
well, because some of the things that they say, like, oh, I'm a Christian, and I'm not saying that if you're a Christian,
this doesn't apply to everybody.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No, but I'm not saying that you should be having sex out of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Exactly.
But some of them are so fanatic and so crazy about, I don't want a man that, basically they don't want a guy that finds them sexy. They don't want a man that finds them sexually attractive.
Somebody that can compliment their sexiness.
Well, no, but it's like if a man ain't interested in you like that, then he's interested in another man like that.
They're probably looking for a man who loves God more than he loves them. You get what I'm saying?
But no. But the thing is, you can find that in a heterosexual man. I'm just saying some of these standards. Some of these standards that they have, like if you don't want a man to think that and it's a touchy subject because, according to the Bible, you're not supposed to be having sex out of wedlock. We know this. But that does not mean that you want to be with a man that is not interested in sex with you at all.
That's
and
it.
A lot of them, they want a man that's not. And baby, if he ain't interested in sex with you, if he ain't interested in sex with you,
if it's not the same fight for him and it is for you to keep your stuff in your pants, it's a problem.
It's a problem. And
they
they're
want
like,
to be the ones to judge other gay men saying that we're hypersexual people.
But listen,
yes, hypersexuality in the gay community. What's up with that?
What? It's heavy.
Is it true? It's true though, right?
But I done did some things in one day that I'm not too proud of.
I'm a freak.
Okay, I wouldn't say that. But
they Leos, y'all.
You know
they Leos. They nasty.
I think because we are homosexual. Yeah.
Oh, record skip.
I think because I want to say our brains are different, because we're homosexuals and we take an alternative approach, you kind of lose the filter of having any couth in a sense, as far as etiquette in a sense. Like, I'm gonna put it out there. You feel me? Like, if I go on a date with you, single me, if I go on a date with you and we vibing, you come into the house and we gonna lay in the bed and watch Netflix or DVDs and whatever happens after that happens. There isn't any etiquette because when you're dating somebody of the same sex, it's all about a vibe. I can be with you for an hour and make you feel like we've been together for years.
But I think the same thing can happen with heterosexual people.
But you guys have like this.
It happens more in.
Because think about it, women are emotional. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I'm with another woman and we both emotional, we could literally have one great date. And it's like, oh my, backpack lesbians, U-Haul lesbians are what they call us. We have one date and then we're moving in together. You know what I'm saying?
That definitely happens.
But for straight people, usually it's the guys or the women who do it out of necessity. You feel me? They feel like, hey, this woman got her stuff together. Let me give her the dopest D possible so she can feel like she loved me and take care of me. I'm driving your car, she gonna take care of me.
That's different. She's basing it on emotions, like they really do fall in love in a day.
And from a gay man's perspective, in a gay man's perspective, I feel like women are more selfless and men are more selfish.
Yeah, that's a fact.
When it comes to
yes, definitely. You hear that, man?
Not all men.
Not all men.
Because some of my guys is cool. I heard the stories. Y'all good, bro.
PSA. Not all men are like that.
Selfish as hell.
But I'm just saying.
But we're nurturers. Women are nurturers. So that's why we're selfless. Because we're constantly giving. We nurture. Men are to provide. They have to, they're...
Not all, though.
Not all.
You're making a general statement.
Mm-hmm. Not all.
Not all, because
take it back, Chanel. Take it back.
Because some men will allow you to take care of them and allow you to provide, and to the world they will be the masculine men that how society sees it, but that's not the case.
That is true.
Not all.
So let me ask this: is it hard? Is it hard being gay person? And if you could be straight, would you choose to be straight?
Hell no.
Let me answer first because I got really strong. If I was a girl, bro, I would be the worst straight woman ever. Because I am going to be hoeing. Like, I know for a fact. Like, think about it. Women right now, you gotta not necessarily pay for them, but I gotta take you to dinner. I gotta make you feel special. You feel me? Guys, you can tell a guy come over, you got Chinese food, and he gonna let you hit. You feel me?
Yeah.
I will run
Guys
through
are
dudes.
very easy.
Guys are easy. You could just buy them something to eat, or even buy them a Dutch. Like, you get what I'm saying? And they make a dude feel special. You can hit it.
Shit hard as
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. Or let me say the quality. I know for me, if I was a straight woman, I would be the worst because I would be super promiscuous. Just because guys don't have an emotional attachment, and I'm not one of those women who are super emotional, I would be hoeing, and I don't know where I would be in life. So,
but even in society, you feel like I think it's now, but I think back in the day, I think it was harder to be a homosexual. I think now it's more accepted.
I could tell you that story because, honey, the first person I ever came out to was my father. And I said, you know what, let me get the hard stuff out the way. Because my father was the main advocate of saying, you're going to go to hell. This is a sin. This is not of God. This is in the Bible. Leviticus. It's just like, I'm like, you know what, let me just get you out the way real quick.
So maybe it's harder for men.
I believe that 1,000%.
It is harder for men.
Not being funny, but if I chose to date a guy tomorrow, whatever, everyone's like, oh, I knew that was coming. If you chose to date a girl next week, they're gonna be like, she know he gay, right?
It's a bigger stigma.
They're like, I feel like guys do have it harder, and that's just, not saying unfortunately, but that's just another unfortunate thing of you being a male and then you being a black male. That's another hard thing you have to deal with is you black, you a male, and you're homosexual.
Oh, trust me, I tried dating women.
It was horrible, wasn't it?
It was the worst experience of my life.
Really? I asked my son, my 21-year-old is gay, and I asked him, I said, well, I felt like you should try both. I said, did you try both? And he said, yeah, I had sex with a woman. And I was like, was it? I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like, he likes being with a man. So I was like, okay. I try to understand too, as a mother of a homosexual child, I accept my baby 100%. When I first found out, it was kind of like, why? But why? But did mommy do something? Like, did you go
That's
through something?
How my mother was.
I didn't understand, so I accepted him 100%, where his father kind of had a little bit more, I think it's harder for a father when it comes to their son. Definitely. I think it makes them look at themselves like, what did I do? Am I the reason why? Was it hard enough on him? Did I not teach him how to be a man? So I find like, as a parent of children, like I wouldn't say I regret my son is like that. I love that he's happy. I just think sometimes for some parents it's harder to accept than
Isn't it a mother's guilt sometimes? Like, don't you
I
feel
was
guilty?
not guilty at all. I didn't feel guilty. If something would have happened to him, I think I would have felt guilty. But no, it was just his choice.
It's his choice.
So I didn't feel guilty at all. I think as a parent, we're so protective. We don't want them to go through unnecessary things in life, and we feel like exactly. Them being black is already crazy out
already
here.
Enough, yeah.
But them being gay and black is just something different. Like my daughter, I don't know who she thinks she is. She was like, Mom, I think I might be gay. And I was like, no, you're not. You don't even know what that is.
It's not funny when she said it. I told mommy, I said, you better, because I'm going to tell you right now, old girl.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. But... it's so that, like you said earlier, that is what they see and they thinking that it's a
it's
trend.
Cool now.
It's
bad now.
It's so cool. It's more like they don't understand that it's more of a
lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's not
if
like
my kids turn out gay, I'm gonna be upset. And as a homosexual parent, I know I'm not supposed to say that, but I'm gonna be pissed.
Okay.
And my reasoning is dumb, but I just feel like why? Like I know my whys and they're not valid either, but I strive for normalcy, if that makes sense. Even though I'm gay, I still got married before I had a kid. Make sure I go to school, make sure I buy a house, make sure I have the white picket fence. And it's still me conforming to heterosexual norms. And I just don't want any blemish. Not even saying that there would be a blemish, but any...
No, you're fucking real.
You get what I'm saying? I don't want any blemishes on life to where I'm like, fuck. My son's gay. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Or even if he is gay, I just want him. I don't even want to say that. I just want my kids to be comfortable with who they are. I don't want them to be because these new age kids are different. They're gay and they're off in themselves. Honestly, they don't have anybody to talk to. And then with COVID hitting there, it's a lot of identity crisis. So if my kids are gay, I just want to instill in them confidence. And you are who you are, and it is what it is, and can't nobody change you. I never want them to feel like they're less than. And I think that's why I'm nervous about being a mom with a wife, and my kids see that because to them it's normal. But when they go to school, how are they going to respond to kids saying remarks to them. You get what I'm saying? I never want them to feel like
Exactly.
they have to be ashamed of who they are. And that's why I say I want my kids to grow up heterosexual so they don't have to be exposed to a lot of the bull crap that comes.
That we went through.
Yeah, but now, honestly, thinking about it, these kids got it good. They got so many rights. Like, they got more rights than black people.
This new breed.
These little gay kids are thriving. They have like, they could get scholarships just for being gay. There's so much.
Yes.
And on the same token,
They about to have their own superhero.
bro, yeah. Like, literally, like, and on the same token of being gay, I get it, but then being black, I'm offended. Is we don't have, heterosexuals don't have half the rights that some of these gay people have.
Yes.
And not gay people because I'm gay. Sorry, guys. Y'all know what I mean. I be identifying as black and then not gay. I gotta learn how to do them both.
Oh, and breaking news.
What?
Have you ever heard of this new term, super straight?
What's that?
Like they TikTok, it was going viral all over TikTok. They literally made a whole flag because
Heterosexual pride, pretty much.
Basically, the heterosexuals are mad because they're not included in our community, so they want to come up with a whole thing called super straight, and they made a whole flag, and they want to put SS in the LGBTQIA plus.
Super straight.
But you know what? In all fairness, though, we're letting people who say they don't identify as anything in.
What's that? They, them.
They,
them,
them,
I
them,
just want it to
there,
be like
yeah.
this. It's just turning into what the original plan of the world was supposed to be.
No.
Everybody has to be accepted for who they are.
And sure, yes, but right now it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Into a
It's too
circus.
much.
It's
Yeah,
a circus.
it is.
It's literally clowns.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, and I think we're pushing away from the real agenda is we got black kids being killed right now.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
You give a damn about who I'm having sex with and what, bro, there's people who what they call where they just like somebody's brain and they don't care what sex you are.
sapiosexual.
Yeah,
Sapiosexual?
Yeah, whatever it is. But it's
Sap.
whatever it is.
No, it's a sapiosexual.
Yeah, sapiosexual,
Basically,
right?
you're more turned on by intelligence.
Bro, you're bisexual. That's all it is. You're
That's great.
bisexual with a preference for somebody with a high intellect. That is all that is.
That's it.
I know a celebrity that's sapiosexual. Right?
Yeah,
No, what's a pansexual? Is that the one that loves
Pansexual.
everybody?
Person that just loves
They love everybody, right?
Them, they're us. You feel me?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I don't mean to be rude about anybody's sexuality or how they identify, but there are way more pressing issues right now than who you want to have sex with and what you want to be called.
And what attracts you to them. It is what it is.
It's no, for one,
Some people like dumb motherfuckers and some people like smart motherfuckers. That's just what it is.
But
You just like who you like.
Yeah, you like who you like, and your sexuality shouldn't even be a topic of discussion or who you are attracted to.
Yeah.
If everybody's fighting for equal rights, we need to start with what isn't equal already and make our way up. I don't think that the LGBT people should have the option of jumping in front of Black Americans or even minorities in that sense, because it's like, what are we doing?
Y'all hearing this from?
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Somebody
And y'all hearing this from
Yeah.
an actual LGBT.
Yes.
Do you think that people being homosexual is affecting the world population?
No. I say no because I have 2 kids and I plan on literally carrying another one and adopting one that a heterosexual couple possibly gave away. Do I feel like there's a homosexual agenda to emasculate men in a sense? Yes.
Especially black men.
Yeah, especially black men, because you got to think about
I
it.
see that.
History shows, look at how WIC changed, where we'll give you government assistance, but you can't have this black man in your house. I do feel like they are breaking down the black family, but then at the same time, I feel like black women are only doing what's necessary to survive. Because if they were able to survive, well, the Black Panthers created WIC, women and children. However, they wanted the black man out the house, and then the government, as always, takes over everything. They buddy with the top dog, and then we got the little clown blackface. Hey, I'm here for you, and this is what we're doing. But overall, there is some sort of hidden agenda because black people don't realize how powerful they are.
Yeah.
And that's what annoys me. But then on the same token, people go, well, you can't speak because you married white. Yes, I did, but I didn't do that because she was white.
You did that because you loved her.
Yeah, and I literally don't say I don't see color because trust me, I know she's Caucasian. I see blonde hair on my bed and tan and stuff. I see it. And I talk about it all the time. You get what I'm saying? I'm not oblivious to it, but I feel like there are major oppression issues, and just as a whole, black people, I feel like we take the wrong approaches. Like for me, when they go, oh, well, we need to do something different. Standing out in the street and rioting or, or what is it, politely protesting is cool, but the best way to do something is to invade. You feel me? If you guys are tired of seeing white cops kill black
More
people,
black cops.
become a cop.
Yes,
You
I
feel
was
me?
just saying this the other
If
day.
you're tired of seeing us lose court cases, become a
Become a
lawyer.
judge,
Raise
become
your
a
kids to
lawyer.
become lawyers.
Yes,
Raise
but
your kids to
that's
become
what
cops.
I don't think,
That's what
you
we
don't
were
need
supposed
to
to
be a
do
lawyer.
anyway.
though. You need to be a
Infiltration.
judge.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Because
but you know
judges-
what?
And you need to be in the legislature. You need to
Congress.
And
all
that's
that.
why
And
I
you need
chose
to be-
my path. My aunt Annie Yopp resided right here in New Haven court system. Literally was a judge. You get what I'm saying? And for me, it was I seen a black woman in a position of power be able to make changes. I was one of them troubled kids, but she said, "Hey, I love you, but if you come back, you going to jail." But I saw that coming from somebody who looked like me.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And then that's why for me, education is so important in installing my kids, because granted, it means nothing. It's a piece of paper, but in this world, it means everything. Because like I'm literally the silliest person in the world. You wouldn't even think of me as being a psychiatrist, but I'm a year away from that. You get what I'm saying? And I only do it because I want kids who look like me to come to me and feel comfortable speaking to somebody who looks like them. I got tattoos. I wear my hat backwards. I got braids.
Right.
I'm not the cliche that you see where you feel like you have to put on this front or propaganda.
Exactly.
So overall, I feel like, is there some kind of agenda with homosexuality? Yes. And I feel like they're pushing that because there's so much other stuff going on in the world that I don't want us to see. Yeah. And if everybody really do unite how we say we're going to do, we could literally overthrow everything. Definitely. But that's never going to happen. It's never going to happen.
Pride issues, ego.
Yashie got the juice.
No, I'm just saying.
Doesn't she now?
It's never going to happen. And that annoys me because it's like, bro, we have so much power.
We do.
But we don't see it.
So
We don't see it, and we go through this slave mentality of colorism, and I'm better than you, and you better than me.
Light skin versus brown
skin.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I hate that so much.
Even in these songs, rappers, okay, red bone this and brown Hershey kiss this, okay? We're all beautiful,
annoying.
all the shades, okay?
It's annoying because if you follow
I just say if you
look how these shades
everybody got their own preference.
Just saying.
Yeah.
But in reality, it only. If you got a piece of black in you, whites are not accepting you. Period.
Yeah.
So whether you light skin, brown skin.
You try these mulattoes.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, look at Meghan
I
Markle.
got biracial kids. They're not accepted in a lot of areas as blacks or white.
And they're never going to fit in. They're never going to fit in. There's no
like I said to him the other day, and another person, I said, it seems like we put our kids in a confusion state. Yes, we have. Yes. But it's not their fault. So I feel like more so they are going to end up running their own lane. Yeah, because they're not accepted on either or, and it's bad because like both of my daughters got bullied. I'm talking about head smash on the window, all that stuff. Oh, your mother ain't black, and then the minute they see their mother, now everybody wants to say, oh, your mother this, your mother that. But
did they go to a predominantly black school?
Yeah, they was going to New Haven public schools.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you already know the type of time it is, and this is why one of my daughters rather stay home. She don't want to go to school. She don't want to go back. She do the online learning. My other one, she goes. Yeah. But that's something too that I think a lot of us don't think about. Kids, the biracial kids is like in between the lines, and I blame myself. And it's like you said, it's not our fault because of who we love, and we wasn't thinking about that in the beginning. Nobody, just like with homosexuality, you don't think about stuff, and then it's like it turns into something bigger because of judgmental people and people not telling their kids you don't point the fingers at somebody because of what they look like
or what they do.
What they do. It's just judgment. Judgment across the table gotta end. Like I have my daughter said, Ziana said one day she wanted to kill herself. Nobody likes her. Bro, you're liked, you're loved actually, but again, being a child, we don't understand that.
Right.
But I don't know. Yeah, that.
But this is dope. I love this. Okay. So anything else from you guys?
No.
I want to play a trivia game really quickly. When it comes, and this is clearly about gay culture, and I really want y'all to use y'all brains with this one, okay?
I'm gonna think everything Madonna. Go ahead.
Okay. Question 1.
Yeah.
Who was the first person in the LGBTQ plus community to start off gay pride?
Elton John.
No.
Freddie
Was
Mercury.
No.
Was it RuPaul?
Lady Gaga?
No. And no.
Was it? What's
the first person to start off the gay pride was Marsha P. Johnson.
Oh wow. Okay.
And let me clarify. Marsha P. Johnson was a trans woman, not a drag queen. She performed drag, but she was a trans woman.
Okay.
Number 2, who made drag go mainstream?
RuPaul.
That was an easy one.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. RuPaul Drag Race.
My show.
Okay.
Drag Race.
Who played a transvestite in the hit movie The Rocky Horror Picture Show?
That guy.
What is his name?
That guy.
See him.
Oh, that guy.
See him.
The guy.
What's his name?
Give us a name, Deshaun.
I forgot his name too, but he goes by.
Oh my
No idea. Nah.
I know
The
the guy.
character's name is Frankenfurter, and he played the transvestite from Transylvania
I love
in the
the
Rocky
Horror Picture Show. I love that show.
Okay, last one. Who was the founder of Wigstock?
Wigstock?
What is Wigstock?
Wigstock is basically a big like bigger than Gay Pride. Is like a drag queen celebration concert. Who founded that actual concert?
I didn't know that existed. I told Madonna. That's what
You have a guess?
No.
Okay, the person that actually discovered and founded Wigstock was drag queen legend Lady Bunny.
Oh wow! Now I'm gonna have to look this up.
Lady Bunny, yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Thank you, Deshaun. That
No
was
problem.
great facts.
And how do y'all feel about gay actors and gay actresses now?
I had never had a feeling about it.
As far as like them being really gay.
Well, how do you feel about straight men playing female characters in movies?
I don't mind it. Like
Medea and
Medea
stuff like that.
Because the first movie I've actually have watched when I was growing
That was with Wesley Snipes in them.
Wesley Snipes,
That was
John Leguizamo, and Patrick Swayze in Too Long Fu.
Yeah.
That was the
That was
first
my
time
movie.
I heard
I'm
about a
sorry.
drag queen. That was the first time I heard about straight men playing gay characters.
You know what?
Listen.
Honestly, I don't. You know why I don't care? Because you got to think about how many gay men are playing straight characters that we don't know about.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
So to me, as long as it's entertaining and I believe what you're selling,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it don't
Listen, I
really
go to
affect
school
me.
for.
Right.
They try to say that's an agenda. Like
Yeah,
the black
all of
men
it
dressed
is
in
agenda.
us.
Yeah,
But I
But
go
I
to school
do-
for this stuff, and they already we learning about that now. It's all a part of the entertainment business.
Yeah.
It's what y'all want to see. You gotta pay attention. If we clicking something, they
But why
why
does the entertainment? Why does people
Why
want
do
to
they
see
have to
black men
target
dressed
us?
up and
because
drag so
it
much?
was trending.
Why?
They make movies.
that's what we're
with
saying,
what they
right.
So
see.
I feel okay. I might be a bit of a conspiracy theorist, but in a sense, the reason why they want to see black men emasculate themselves is, remember the slave days? You break the
Oh,
buck.
yeah.
You feel me? You break the buck.
Exactly.
So in short, all like Terry Crews, remember big ass buff Terry Crews?
Yep.
Think about it, you don't see him anymore after the white director allegedly touched his penis and tried to make him go into a role.
Yep.
And then after that, what happened? Kevin Hart popped off, and that's when he showed up with the wig and a little purple dress. They're pretty much just breaking a buck, and even if it's not real, at the end of the day, what black man who's a flaming heterosexual, I'll say, was gonna throw in a dress and really put on a persona of a straight woman for money? Think about how
Not
many
a lot.
straight guys you know.
But I see a
Tyler
comedy now,
Perry.
even with the
Yeah,
rappers
but
now.
I'm saying that's not. I'm saying like just hood dudes around the way.
Oh no,
I
yeah,
know.
that
Yeah, I
happens.
can't call my brother. I can't call my brother like,
Oh.
yo, they asking $20,000 for you to throw in
I
a
know a
dress.
perfectly good straight man that'll do that.
Who?
Tim Bay on Instagram.
Is he straight though?
Yes, he's straight.
See, I don't. But him, I know he talking about. I don't know. Because
I don't know either.
You know him
I
when you
watch
see
him
him.
too.
Yeah.
I don't know
I don't
either.
think he
I
is
don't know who they
100%.
who they talking
See, if
about.
you gotta
think so
question
either.
it,
I
then
don't
I don't
trust
think
me.
so.
I question it too. But he did say that he is straight.
What
She's
else
talking
is
about the
he
men that
supposed
you do not have to question. Like my baby father right now, if I call him, he's like,
you can't.
it's no way.
If I
Not
ever
doing
call
either.
Young, like, yo, Young, listen, X, Y, and Z, 20, he could be like, yeah, you're wilding, y'all, bye. And probably beg on me. Like, it's certain guys where I know
Just-
for a
it's not gonna
fact
happen.
they not playing no games at all. And they're not even homophobic.
They're not
And
homophobic.
it's just,
They're not.
it is who they are, and I respect that. But then it's it's the breaking the buck aspect
is.
where
Yeah.
they want to break down a black man because, like I said, black men are the strongest creatures alive. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's
And
what
that's
like
just what it is.
the heterosexual masculine men that's what their biggest problem is like what you saying that it's been a generational thing that's what they still trying to break the black man down for, because I hear it all the time. Oh, we don't got problems with nobody being gay, we just don't want that shit over here.
Yeah.
Like
But
Right.
then in the same breath, that's kind of homophobic because
It
I
is.
know a lot of black men who have gay homeboys,
Yeah.
and they comfortable around them because they know I ain't with that shit. I get girls, they know that, and they just cool.
Exactly.
So it's a line.
It's just drawing the line
like,
between the two.
If somebody is too homophobic, I'm like, bro, you kind of gay a little bit.
You start questioning that.
They get a lot. That's
you get what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. They get a lot. But when they straight and they around gay people, and they just like, I ain't with this, but you cool, so we good. Just don't try nothing weird, bro. Yeah. I respect that because it's like you establish what you are and you okay with it.
You want to know something? I have a friend that was homophobic towards me, back in high school days and whatever. He was like, yo, just leave all that gay shit at home. And that just made me just turn back around and go back home.
Yeah, like how I leave.
You want me to leave the gay shit home? Okay, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Shit, I'll leave it at home.
Gay shit. This is me. This is not like this is not me.
But the thing is, our friendship was so strong. Like every time I say, like, see, you want to be this way or whatever, I'm gone. You don't got to worry about me no more. Yeah. He would literally get so upset that I was not his friend no more. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I'm not looking at you any type of way. Yeah, I had a crush on you back in high school, but at the same time, that was
I knew what was going on. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You respected him.
I respected you and whatever.
And that's
so
you should not look at me.
You should not look at me when it comes to my sexuality. Look at me because I'm a good person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
Your sexuality is not you, and I think that's really, let's like bring it down.
Yeah.
Your sexuality is not you. It's just what you do. It's who you do it with. It's not you. It's not like, you're not a walking billboard of I'm gay, I'm straight. This is who. No, it's what you do behind closed doors, and that's all it should be.
Right.
All right.
We have really enjoyed this segment. It was very informative. We shared some great, stories. Deshaun, thank you so much for opening up with us.
Yes.
Lamia, thank you so much for gracing our
thank you guys
panel. She was excellent.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I have something to say.
Yeah.
Back to the credits.
Melanated Voices out. Yeah.